Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about one of my subscribers who was kind enough to give me some insight into their current situation. I believe that at least 35% of my subscribers are going through the same thing, which is you're just about to hit 65, you're considering retirement, and you want to know whether or not you should continue within the workforce or if you should look for other means of investing in order to retire. So this is a great question. I'm glad that it was asked, and so many people are dealing with that today. Before we get started, however, I would like to ask that you hit that subscribe button. 90% of my subscribers have not yet subscribed to the channel, and I would be super appreciative if you did so right now. So thank you, and let's move on. So a little bit more into this subscriber situation. This subscriber works for an airline. I won't specify what airline it is, but they had previously worked for another airline in which their pension was converted into a lump sum payment into their 401k. So that lump sum payment was roughly $453,000. On top of that, they have also invested money into their 401k, totaling $953,000. Now, this person only earns about $2,300 a month actually doing their job. And so in retirement at 65, you're looking at anywhere from like $1,400 to $1,700, I believe, in Social Security benefits, while withdrawing from your 401k. If you were to do that, you would definitely be making more than you currently do at your 9-to-5 job. However, if you hold off until age 67, I believe this person stated that they would be entitled to roughly $2,000. So just waiting an additional 2 years would then give you $2,000. Now, one thing that I do want to preface is that I am not your financial advisor, and I'm just an average guy on YouTube, giving what I would do in certain situations. And then also, I want to preface that this is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. You also have to look at your life in its totality and how long you expect to live, right? So in my family, women live a lot longer than males. And as a biologist, I am someone who focuses on genetics all the time. So I noticed that women may live to be 90 or even 100 years old, especially if they're back home in Africa, whereas the males in my family live to be about 68, 75, right around that range. And so there's not much time left as a male for us to enjoy the fruits of our labor, versus the women are able to live a little bit longer or a lot longer, and they may want to wait until 67 to go ahead and get that additional income. Whereas in my situation, although I would wait because I'm a greedy person, it's probably in my best interest to opt in to those payments at 65, as I may not actually see the return at 67. Now, moving on. This person had the 401k, no longer had the pension because it was given in a lump sum. They're currently working, and it looks like their mind was already made up on what they were going to do. So this person had their significant other also asking them to just retire and start to live their best life, right? Now, there are factors that I'm not aware of. Why are they asking you to retire? Do they just want more time with you? Do they want to travel the world? Do they want to just do things that they cannot do because you are currently an airline attendant? Or are they just simply saying you've worked enough and that's that? They're not necessarily giving you a reason for why you shouldn't continue to work. Now, this person does not hate their job. This person is someone who likes their job. And so I'm sure you can kind of see where this is going, right? So for this specific individual, it was better for them to wait till 67 because they had no reason to quit, right? Yes, they would make more money now, but they like what they do, so why not just continue to do the work? It's not physically demanding. I seen the person face to face, one of my subscribers face to face, so I understood that they were strong and healthy enough to continue to do the work that they do. And even during their shift, one of the younger flight attendants literally did all the work. So passing out the food and beverages, passing out all these other things. They did all of that work, all of that legwork. And so that attendant could just talk to guests, talk to customers, hey, how you doing? And literally that was their day. So they're paid to basically ensure that everyone is comfortable. So with that being said, it is very, very clear that it is in their best interest to keep it going. Now, one thing that I did not mention is another income strategy that this flight attendant had, which was rental income. So in their native city and state, they have a rental property in which they rent out, which pays for itself. Now, they're not necessarily cash flowing from that, but they're very close to paying it off. Once you get to about 65, 67, you want to ensure that all properties that you want to keep as investment properties are paid off. Now, I understand that a lot of people want to say, hey, I'm leveraging my money, I'm maximizing my income, I'm doing this, this, and this, I'm leveraging this, leveraging that. If you're going to self-manage, you must certainly have it paid off. And if you're not going to self-manage and you're going to have a property manager, you must ensure that the cash flow is so cash flow positive towards where it does not affect you in any way should you decide to forego the property manager or should you decide to keep things going as it is. Now, another way to offset expenses, especially going into retirement, is to just simply move out of the U.S. and go into a foreign country. The reason for this is because although the initial flight may be expensive, the actual living situation and accommodations will be a lot cheaper. It's cheaper to eat, it's cheaper to Uber, it's cheaper to just do things all over. It's cheaper to get health care, it's cheaper to get care in general. And what you'll find is that you may be able to live a life that is 10 times better than what you've ever lived in the U.S. by simply going to that country that you so wish to have gone to, but you just never really had the time to do so. So this is the time in which you make the executive decision, which is your life, and you decide, hey, I'm going to move here, and I'm so adamant about doing so that I'm going to invest some time into understanding where it is that I'm going to live. I have some friends who are looking at Puerto Rico to move to. I have my mom who is looking to move back home to Nigeria, Africa, to be exact. And, there are many people who are interested in moving to their native country of origin, whether it be India, Ghana, or wherever it is that they're from. And so, a lot of people just make that money in order to go back home. You can create your home wherever it is that you choose to set foot. I have a friend right now in the Philippines living his best life, only paying $600 a month in rent. So can you imagine what it would take to purchase a home and then pay even less on that mortgage? So with that being said, There are several ways to offset income, especially in your retirement age. There's several ways to get income in your retirement age. And if you're someone who did not necessarily save up on a 401k, has to continue to work until they're 69, 67, and then you're still not going to have enough money in retirement, you may have to look into a foreign country. You may have to look into other forms of investments to supplement your income. If you're like, hey, Festus, I am not interested in foreign countries, then I would suggest, looking into different investment strategies, whether it be the dividend stocks or whether it be real estate. Now, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button so that the algorithm knows that, hey, this is something that people are enjoying. Make sure you watch another one of my videos because that is also going to support me and is going to help me grow as a YouTuber. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm super, super, super grateful for that. And we have a huge retention rate here with this Money Team Investors community, investing for the future community. And I'm so, so grateful for that. Again, I'm always, always interested in seeing and hearing what you are interested in learning about and what you want me to speak about. So please let me know in the comment section down below what that is, and I'll be more than happy to assist you in the future. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.